Hi everyone, it's Bay bringing you Captain Tsubasa Dream Team, the global version. And today I would like to go over all the new stuff that came recently, from including my experience of playing these on the Japanese version. First of all, let's go with this new club transfer Alberto. Is he good? For those, of course, who have Dream Collection Alberto, he's the only character in the game other than this club Alberto, so it only goes to those who have Dream Collection one. But I would say it's okay. You don't have to really seriously go after this club transfer Alberto. The reason is simply because the Dream Collection Alberto is not that good in terms of interception stats. That is the thing. So wait, hold on. Yeah, so even if you get this interception, because it's a club transfer thing, you're not gonna be able to get so many of this Alberto to level the interception skill level, right? That means you'll probably be end up being using this interception at low level for a certain amount. Yeah, for most of you. And if you look at his interception stats, it's okay. It's 5,400. It's not that bad or anything. But his technique is only early 4,000s. You know. So let's say, imagine matching up using this Alberto with an opponent, okay, as a defender, and the opponent, let's say, has all shot, dribble, and pass. What would you do with this Alberto? I would definitely do either tackle or block, because for block you probably, not all of you of course, but you were able to level this to max, right, because of that Samurai Matsuyama event. So I did as well. So for people like me, it's okay, because block is already at level 80. So it's gonna be two options, I would say, for this Alberto. What to do with this Alberto: either tackle, because he's a super strong tackler, or block, because your block is at level 80. Would you use interception instead of these two, is the question. And my answer to you is no, because it's just too weak. Even if you know that the opponent will do pass, I would rather do tackle, because I think you have the higher chance to stop it. Yeah. So having all that said, I would say you don't have to go after this Alberto too much. Of course, it's always good to have a new skill. So if most of you who are using Dream Collection Alberto, I'm sure you still have an empty slot. So if you get it, yeah, go ahead. No, don't hesitate. But are you gonna use it? I would say no. Yeah. So that is my answer. And let's go over this Wakabayashi that came to Soda that came to Wakabayashi in the league shop and Soda in the online shop, right? So Wakabayashi, now you are able to get Super Catch A. And for those who are using Wakabayashi already, whether green or red, you know that he already has A rank catch, which is one hand catch, right? So is this worth getting, is the question, I think. And my answer to you is, again, yes. Well, no. I said no to Alberto, so yes to this Genzo, because although it's both catch and both A rank, one hand catch is more stamina consuming, plus it's stronger, a bit stronger than this super catch. Yeah. So I think you'll be able to differentiate time to time when for easier shots, or shots that's been shot from far away from the opponent, you might want to use this one because it's less stamina consuming. Yeah. So I think you'll have a more option to choose out of. And if I were you, I would take out SGGK Punch, which you can get from the raid, and put this on. So my skill that I'm using right now is SGGK Punch, because that's the main skill. I have no choice. And SGGK Catch, of course, and then one hand catch and super catch, this one right here, A, and then super catch C. Those are the 5 skills I have on my green Wakabayashi. And the reason why I'm putting everything catch is because simply because this Wakabayashi, both this and green and red Wakabayashi are way better at catching. Yeah, so there is not many occasions or reasons for me to use punching skills, because one, because his stats really weighted on catch, and two, because punching is, although it's a better stamina consumption, you have the risk of the opponent getting the rebound, and if that happens, you're in trouble, and we all know that, right? So unless you're a really good puncher like Wakashimazu, the blue Wakashimazu, or even green, I would not use punch. That's my opinion. So yeah, that's why I would say this Wakabayashi is good. And this Soda, oh okay, Leo and Pepe as well. Okay, is this Soda good that came to the league? My answer to you is, to be honest, you should not get it, because it costs you a lot, and online medals are really important, better than league, right? League medals, at the end, you'll have extra, but for online medals, I don't think you'll have enough, because you need first to collect all the SSR black balls, and even after that, if you still have some left, you would want to go after the ticket. Then, at the end, it's really gonna be hard for you to leave it for Soda or other characters, and they're not that cheap either, right? So let's see Soda. So this is the thing, he already has this block. You can get this from a gacha, normal gacha, and someday you'll get it eventually if you continue to do this gacha. So I would say you should not go for this, because it'll cost you so many online medals, and I would say it's not worth it, even if for those who have this Dream Collection Soda. And as I said for who was it, Alberto, he's not a strong blocker. Although his defensive stats is fairly high, it's really weighted on tackle, that his block is on the early 4,000. So what's the it's not that, I don't think it's worth the medals that you have to use to get it. And as I said, you could also get it from this. It's the same exact skill, so why use the online medals? So don't use it. I would definitely not recommend you to use it. Yeah, for those reasons. And next is, let's go over the new characters. Are they good? Okay, well, again, there's so many characters, but don't be so irritated with this, frustrated with this, because I'm pretty sure it's only my assumption, my guess only, but you're about to catch up with the Japanese version. That means this will end soon. This bringing so many characters at once will end soon. That's my assumption. You are almost there. You're really close to the Japanese version now. I'm no longer the future man. Too bad about that, but yeah, that's the truth. So please stay put and wait, because this is gonna all end really soon. I think in June it'll probably finish. You'll 100% catch up with the Japanese version, I think, and no longer there will be any they won't bring so many characters at once anymore, because in Japan they don't from the beginning. So if you catch up with the Japanese versions, what's the purpose of doing this, right? You don't have any more characters to put so yeah, this is gonna finish. It has to finish. So let's go over the characters. Is this Hyuga good? I would say he's not good. No, he's not good. Yeah, his stats okay, of course. He's weighted on shot like all the other Hyuga, but for those who have other Hyugas already, I would say this guy is not that good, because his passive is tenacity. Can use a special skill with normal force if stamina is 1 or higher. So you can shoot 1 extra time, but he only has jumping tiger volley, which is a low ball, and tiger shot A. So you'll have to teach him another Hyuga's skill. So if you have extra Hyuga left, that's okay, you can give it to him. But if not, you'll have no ground shot that's strong, and his stats isn't like exceeding other Hyugas. So I don't think there is a reason for most of you to go after this Hyuga. okay? But his team skill is okay, of course. 5% boost for skill type, which is what? Green. Yeah. And this Ishizaki, so this time, this Ishizaki is for, what is it called? Interception. It's weighted on interception for the first time. It was a block. No, sorry. Tackle. Yeah. So it was always, all the Ishizaki in the past was block, and the event Ishizaki, the red one, was for interception. Now tackle. So, yeah, if you are looking for a strong tackler, it's okay. But I'm just saying it's okay. It's not, I would not say it's a super good character, because as you can see here, the stats aren't that, super good. So for those who already have that face block green Ishizaki and who's not going for agility type, I don't think there's a reason to go after this Ishizaki. And this Matsuyama, again, this Matsuyama compared to the last ones, I guess is okay, as you can see from the stats. And he has Eagle Tackle S, what is it called? The Fest Matsuyama. And he also has Avalanche Attack, and he has Forcible Interception. Well, for interception, you can get it from the raid, so you can, right? I always get mixed up with the Japanese version, but I think you can. Yeah, from here, from this Matsuyama. So you might want to change it to this one, because if you level this to max, it's better than the A rank interception. But as you can see here, it's really edgy on tackle. So for those who have Fest Matsuyama or the event Samurai Matsuyama that's level to max, the what is it called, the dribble and the block, I would say you should not go after this, because it's not like super strong for those who already have the past Matsuyamas. Yeah, for those who doesn't have any, it's okay. You could go after that. Yeah, but I would say it's okay. It's not that super strong or anything. Yeah. Okay, next comes Jito. So this time he's interceptor, and unlike the past ones. So for those who have Fest Jito, you might want him and take this skill off him and then put it on the Fest Jito. Then he'll have all 3 S's, which is interesting. Of course, Jito's weakness is he has low stamina. So if you have, although you have all 3 types of S rank defensive skills, you won't be able to use so many of them because his stamina is low. But as a defender, you could get your opponent confused, what to do, because you have everything S. You can't get past him unless you really dodge the choice, right? So in terms of that, it's interesting. And for those who don't have Fest Jito, it's okay. As you can see from the stats, it's not that high, to be honest. So it's really weighted on interception. But because of that, I think his block, I think he had a decent block stats. But in terms of tackle, I don't think he has a high stats. So well, okay, everything is around the same except interception 5,500, which is not that high. Yeah, I said block probably because his power is on its 5,000, but speed is 3,000. So tackle is really gonna be pretty useless. So yeah, that's the thing. So next comes, I'm gonna stop going to the database because it's gonna take too much time. So these 3 characters, these 3, they each have a very strong team skill, which is for Tsubasa, all Japanese players' stats go up by 7%, all European players' stats go up by 7% for Schneider, and for Diaz, all 7% goes up for South American players, which are like Brazilian and Argentinians mainly, yeah. Or of course people like Hino and Pascal, yeah, and Victorino as well. So that's good, right? The team's skills are super strong, I would say, and these characters' passives are also super strong. for Tsubasa, what he has is if Misaki is in the team, everything will go up by 10%. For Schneider, if Tsubasa and DS, if Tsubasa is in the team, everything will go up by 10%, which will end up to be super strong, like Fest stats. So these three characters are going to be super strong. So these are really worth going after. But since there's so many characters inside, it's going to be really hard to just aim for these three. So I don't know if I would go for I personally would not go for these, because this is just normal transfer. So someday in the future, you'll probably be able to get it. Yeah, because it's just going to be too hard for aim for these three out of like 10 or I don't know how many. Yeah, but all three of these characters, I would say in this time's True Ace, these three are the best characters in terms of team stats. I mean team skills, passive, and their own strength. They're gonna be like Fest. Their stats will be like Fest, and I'll leave in the description section the gameplay using this Tsubasa. I have this Tsubasa in the Japanese version, so I'll show it to you in that. If for those who haven't yet, he is strong. His shooting and pass stats is way above average. It's like one of the best, I would say. Yeah, out of all the characters, that's how strong. And even for this Schneider, his shooting stats is like one of the best. And this is the first time for this red Schneider. So for those who are going after red, this might be your character, and especially if you have red secret Tsubasa from the samurai, he will be a really good combination. Yeah, because in terms of type, it matches, and he needs Tsubasa. Yeah, this is gonna be really strong, and you would probably wanna give another S rank shot from some other Schneider, like Fire Shot or Fire Tiger Twin or whatever. Well, Fire Tiger Twin I wouldn't recommend, because you'll be needing so many characters. Like you'll need Schneider. Well, if you're gonna use this Schneider, you'll be needing Hyuga and Tsubasa at the same time for sure. Yeah, but these are really good. So if you're gonna go with this transfer, definitely these are the characters to aim for. Okay, and this Rival, is he good? Yes, he's good too. He now has a combination overhead kick, which is a high ball. You need Tsubasa together to do this. That's a bit tricky compared to the Fest, but as you can see here, the stats, it's really strong. For those who don't have the Fest Rival, you would definitely want this. And so I just said I won't go to this section, but I did. Anyway, I just want to show you one thing about Rival. Even for those who have Fest Rival, this dude is pretty damn strong. Look at his shot power, 7,000, and his power is 6,500. So he can't do anything but shot, basically, as you can see here. But in terms of shot, it's not bad. See, okay, it's not better than this, of course, but his power is exceeding the Fest even, and his team skill is not bad. 15% boost on power toughness type shot, so that's pretty good and unique. So if you take that into account, I think he's gonna exceed Fest Rival in terms of shot power. Yeah, so that's very unique, I would say. So yeah, I think it's one of the characters to go after next to these three characters I just mentioned. And also this Margus as well, he's gonna be super strong. I was really surprised. This Margus exceeds I think the Dream Collection Margus, or it's about the same. I forgot the details, but that's how strong his shot power is when Chester is together. So his passive is again combination Chester, so his parameter will be boosted by 10% if Chester's around. So if that's into account, he will exceed, or he will be at the same level as the Dream Collection Chester. So he's gonna be super strong. So I would say would be second tier in this new transfer next to these three characters together with this Rival. And also this Misaki, he will be super strong. He doesn't have a passive yet, but he will. He did recently get one in the Japanese version. Does he already have a passive in your version? Wait, hold on, okay? Oh, whoops. Misaki. In the Japanese version, he recently got a passive. which is super good. Oh, he does already. Okay, he is here with the passive. So special skill shooting skill will go up by 15%, which means his flash riser shot will power 525 at max will go up by 15%. Okay, that means I forgot what the figures were, but probably like on the 600s. Yeah, and already this flash riser shot is the strongest skill in the game. Although, because the reason is because simply you need 3 characters to shoot this shot. But even though it's the strongest shot on the game, until he came, it was I think Natureza. It was 510 or something at max. But what's strong about that Natureza was he was able to shoot alone, and it already has 510. That's like monster. But even with 3 characters, this shot will now be the strongest shot on the game. Okay, and on top of this, you get 15% boost. That's just crazy, right? So let me just do the calculation real quick. So it's 525 times 1.15 equals 604 around. So that's way above the Natureza's miracle shot, which is like 510. So he is gonna be a monster. Yeah. So for those who have Tsubasa and Hyuga, especially Red Tsubasa, whether it's a secret or Nankatsu, who's going for toughness, you would wanna aim for this guy. His stats is not that good. Okay, it's not. I wouldn't say not good, but it's decent. But like I wouldn't say he's like a fest level character. But thanks to this passive and his super strong shot, his shot will be super duper strong. Yeah. So this is again one of the characters that you would want to go after in the new True Aces. I would say the first tier characters to aim for is this Tsubasa, Schneider, and Diaz. They're like fast, okay? And then comes Revel, Marges, and Misaki. Yeah, for those who really, really want these 6 characters, I would say it's okay to go for these. But as I've been saying in the past, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be something big in June. So please consider that, take that into account as well before you use your dream balls. Okay, I will not go after this transfer. Yeah. So that was my evaluation to the character. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention about the rest. Okay, Espadas is okay. It's like at the level of same level, I would say, with Red Wakabayashi, Mueller, the Green Zeno. Yeah, they're all at the same level. So please, for those who are looking for goalie, it's okay, but there's so many characters inside that it's gonna be hard for you to just aim for this. So I would not recommend you to go after this if you're looking for goalie. Just wait until the Dream Collection Zeno comes. Okay, I think it's gonna come in the mid-May, my assumption. Yeah, together with no, alone maybe. No, Pascal. Yeah, and this Clivert, he's not that well. He's decent in terms of stats, but compared to all the fest and collections and all these new characters like Marias, Revo, Diaz, Tsubasa, Schneider, he's not as good. And but there is a reason for him. Spiral shot. For those who have Dream Collection Clivert, you would wanna teach this spiral shot to him because this is stronger in terms of the skill power. Yeah, so yeah, for those who have Dream Collection Clivert, if you get him, it's okay to teach this skill to that Clivert, I would say. Yeah, so that's the purpose of this Clivert, I think. So that was my evaluation of all the characters, and I also went after the League Online Medal characters and the Club Transfer characters. So up next, after this video, I would like to go over this new event and these our characters evolving system. It's a bit tricky, but it's worth doing, I think, from my experience playing the Japanese version. So let me go over that in the next video. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and please do subscribe and stay tuned for my next video. Bye.